backyard. But how did he explain those choices? Well, newly released interrogation footage gives us an inside look at Harden's chilling words. We are going to break it all down right now. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber.
Welcome to Peton Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats of Ohio U. We're looking forward to a full house and a terrific game in this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mountaineers will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Ohio's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance, just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Bobcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll sneak it. Picks up the first down.
31, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The Bobcats look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Bobcats. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
He says began.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They'll run play action. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half. You can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole.
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got it in the middle. It's Hamilton. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And here's how he describes the shot.
They're going back to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job on the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Pocket breaking down, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try the right side. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
That is where the story becomes truly gruesome.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Navarro. Get it out on the screen. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it down the right side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Quarterback on the keeper. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Wants to throw. It's Navarro. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Looking for a gap. It's White. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that.
The offense changing the play. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Mountaineers have this offense rolling. To the air, it's Wilkins. He uncorks one deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive. To bring.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Navarro. Finds a tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defense knew a big key for them in this game was stopping the run. They watched their opponent run for over 100 yards in their last game, and after that big, long run, they've already given up over 100 yards in this half. Guys, they have got to shore up the run defense. But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the guy.
Man, you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers full. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the...
Touchdown, Ohio! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Tulsa. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle.
But it was the tragic endpoint of years of what he says.
Might be changing the route.
And humiliation.
To the air. It's Wilkins.
Trouble began years earlier. The shooting at Magic City.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
The shooting at Magic City Strip, a shooting that he claims left him injured, and he ended up meeting someone there, and he started interfering. Eventually, he says his wife Katty discovered what was going on.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Hamilton. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hamilton. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Athens, Ohio, but let's just go with notable. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Payton Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bobcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Wilkins. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, this is a bad shame.
That as his reason, Kenneth Harden then made his play. And it wasn't for forgiveness, but it was for what he called pride.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He'll keep it himself.
Got
enough space. Touchdown, Ohio. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic. And just so much to defend. The quarterback says, get that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
You already talked about how you wanted to be in the truck.
That was one of the big conversations since I spent 6.5 hours with her that day. I was the only one of the very few people that spent the whole day with her leading up to it. So that was...
And if you wanted to give these victim impact
looking for the tie with the extra point.
Yes.
You're in a mission to convict.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
This is the murder of a young, beautiful mother to a 6-year-old in the prime of her life who was very successful.
She was a member of a DNA
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
She came into contact with an individual there by the name of Bakari Burns.
They had a few long-distance trysts.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
It certainly was not for the faint of heart.
And the way it happened, I wasn't able to get her out of there in time. It's just been really, really, really hard.
Back to pass, it's Henderson. Makes the grab, it's White. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Player in this wealthy.
From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Mountaineers with the first and 10.
Beautiful woman.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Very successful financial
looking to throw on first down.
Maybe she walked into a run.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Forcing his wife, Cheryl, to move out.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Gallagher. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The offense set for a first down play. To the air on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10.
At some point, the relationship took a turn.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
She indicated in the journal that she...
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Knocked down to the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
To your phone. Basically, saw these text communications with the
back to pass, it's Henderson. Looking for the goal line. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Bobcats backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down.
That there was a relationship there.
Leaves it with the back.
And that is what sent him to a spiral.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Ray woke Angela up and confronted her.
She indicated that, you know, I think you got
the give to the back.
She's asking me about
and the defense
cheating.
Was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
I just felt that she was in danger.
Power football with the run. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone.
I just think
he'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Great place to start for this offense.
Mr. Ray had basically told Mr. Burns, perhaps,
to throw on
I should
first
come down
down
there and
off the
handle
play
that.
fake.
And Mr. Burns took that.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Oh, he's got some space.
The number of suitcases for
Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And we know that on his way to pick up his daughter, he made a phone call to a woman.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first three periods.
Protect people in ways that seem unconventional or maybe even seem crazy.
This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave him
Ray indicated
to figure out how they'll open the final
that he
period
wasn't
here
telling
on
her
third
everything, and
down.
he wasn't telling her everything on purpose.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
He did sign his daughter out of the school. We had the sign-out sheet that indicated
to the
Mr.
air,
Ray
it's
picked
Henderson.
her up at approximately 5:30
Throws to the
p.m.
wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, she's not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Thank you very much.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
On that same day, October 22nd,
now facing a third and long.
plans to move on.
He might want another play.
That day, 11:30.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they grab the advantage,
she had already looked at some houses, and I just encouraged her to.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
He provided 2 suitcases for Robert, and he wanted a picture of him and his daughter.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Unbeknownst to Robert at that time, secreted within one of those suitcases was money, checks, James Ray's last will and testament, and a typed letter that he had written to Robert about what had happened that day.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking for a man. It's Navarro. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to compete.
Brings into the open. Tripped up for the tackle.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you can make third down more manageable. Third and 10, third and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback.
He loves one high down the left
sitting
side.
in the left seat at the time she received the first gunshot wound, which was to the chest.
And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown. And that's pretty much what just happened
into the kitchen area. That tells me that the shooter,
from inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has him back ready to dive into that playbook.
Did she suffer? I can't imagine the fear that she went through.
They'll give it to the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That was a gun that allegedly she had pulled and pointed at him.
That's caught. It's Hubbard.
And
the defense settled in to stop that before a short game.
I know that wasn't a huge game, it was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Back to throw, it's Henderson. Using the
fact
quick game.
Such
a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
She was having an affair.
And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
There's also a clock
holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here.
Fell off of the wall.
Line gets set, 1st down.
If that was the time of the shooting, 11:14 in the morning, it meant that all of Ray's phone calls to friends and family.
Gonna run it. It's Hubbard.
Took place
across the 45. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Someone who just committed that kind of act. Someone whose life was just...
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Making side adjustments here.
She was going to go back to Montclair. Lay down next to Angela
on 1st down.
It's suicide.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Now on the move, 28-yard line on 1st down.
Because his plans to commit suicide were interrupted.
He decided to let
law enforcement.
There he goes.
Conduct an investigation.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st
disappeared
down.
for a while.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
And was concerned about Angela's funeral.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
Security.
Touchdown,
because
West
they didn't know
Virginia.
who was going to show up
They
and
move
try
on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, give me one more.
To somewhere in Philadelphia. We found an area where homeless people have occupied and tried to hide in plain sight.
He was actually using my sister's credit card and making charges on there.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters.
Very cunning.
So James Ray found his way to
the extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
And he ended up going from
they're getting set
Pennsylvania
to that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Memphis, from Memphis to Texas, and then he ended up crossing the border from Laredo, Texas, into Monterrey, Mexico.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line.
To yourself, you know, that's it. Person's probably never coming back.
Back to throw, it's Navarro. He's got him. He was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It is a
everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Is served.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
He got into a preliminary entrance area, so he was in what their version of
the middle. It's Williams. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
And gave us a limited period of time to actually get there.
Gotta have it here on fourth down.
James Ray III, that Montclair, New Jersey attorney charged.
He's taking the deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker in the state of New Jersey.
We will not forget.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just turning it on. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
When the Cubans handed over
off play action on first down. Dances away to buy time.
Including his handwritten.
And he reels it
in
for
set
a
out
touchdown.
What he claims occurred on the day of murder.
Including what happened to the gun he used
when they needed it most.
That weapon has never been recovered. In his journal, he talked about the fact that he said that he field stripped that weapon and discarded it in various garbage cans.
And Ray wrote that it was Angela who wanted Kim dead, not the other way around.
On to attempt the try.
She was done with him. She set her sights on somebody else now, since he would not give her permission to leave.
And the extra point is true, and they have a two-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
It was hard to explain to his 6-year-old daughter.
We didn't come out and say, your dad murdered your mom.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He'll start this drive from the 18-yard line.
They had to fight Ray in court.
To the air, it's Navarro. Got his man on the outside. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18.
And you're just wreaking havoc.
Wants to go
it's
up
like
top.
Whatever damage you could do, that's
Rushes
what he was trying to do.
He's going to take off.
That was done,
and the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
And
remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted.
It was like, you're like you're in a
on
nightmare.
3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
It would get worse at the criminal trial.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big going to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game.
He had a fabulous suit on.
On fourth down,
He
going
was
to
very
the
calm
air.
and studious. He spent the entire
Here's
time
a throw
taking notes.
downfield late.
We had people
Oh,
always
he
there
had
in the
it. The
courtroom
deep ball was there, and it just
supporting
trickled
him.
through his
It
fingers.
was a drain.
Desperately wanted to
on
keep the ball, but they did not.
And then to get to court,
Couldn't ask for better starting field
and to be
position for
stared
this
down
offense.
by him as if we did something was appalling. And he looked at us in anger as if he could kill us as well.
11:30 a.m.
On the ground, it's Hubbard. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it.